Hola, everybody! This is Emma and Emily. We're actually in Costa Rica now. We made it safe and sound. You want to just recap our journey?
So the plane ride was interesting. We flew from Boston to Houston first, and most of us were able to get some sleep, and some of us were squished. I happened to have an empty seat next to me, so I was pretty lucky. But we were pretty squished, but I mean we were tired enough, so we just slept. And then we got some coffee in us because sleeping was just over. And then we got on our next plane from Houston to San Jose, Costa Rica. And that went well. It was really long, and we were all kind of like, but you know, it was good. Yeah. But and so we got there, and we were counting up our bags at baggage claim, and we had 11 out of 12 for quite a lot of minutes there. And
we were
so
missing the duck bag.
We were missing Zach's duck bag. And so then finally, who spotted it? Deb, did you spot it?
I did.
She spotted it like way.
She like sprinted.
It was like in the corner, and she was like, yeah. And so she like ran over to get it, and then we found it. And so we had all our bags finally, and then we went outside, and we left the airport, and we saw Diana. Yay!
And then we all kind of waited on the side, and we loaded all our bags onto a little van, and it was great because Joseph, Kellen, and Zach, it was just, you could just see the excitement because they've never been here before. And for everyone that's been to Costa Rica before, it was just, at least for me, it was really cool just to be back. And I was just getting really excited for what we're actually here to do. And we got to is it Casa Nueva? Or is that the church?
The church is Costa Rica. This is Harvest Hands, or just Rodney and Sydney's
We got
house.
to the Red House, Rodney
house.
and Sydney's house, which is beautiful, and we're super blessed to be able to stay in such a nice place. And then we had a snack, and we just got settled in, and then we went out to do prayer walking. Do you want to say
Yeah,
anything?
I'll share my story from prayer walking. We went all over the place. We kind of went like as far and uphill as you can get in Los Hornos, and we went to a spot, I don't remember what they called it, but it's a spot where you can stand. No, it's something like, I don't remember. It's like a spot where you can stand and you can see. Yeah, it's like the high place. Thank you. And you can see like almost all of Anonos from there, and it's a really awesome view, and you can see the retaining walls that they're building. So Jesse, one of the interns, was showing us what that was, and that they were telling us about building it. And then so we all just took a turn and prayed over the community, which was really cool to kind of not just pray as you were walking through it, which we did, but also pray like seeing the entire thing and just kind of asking God to pour his love over the community. And then we also visited a woman named Carmen, and we were able to hear some of what she's been through, and just pray with her and hang out with her for a couple minutes, which was really awesome. So, how about you?
Well, it was actually just me, and I was with Julie and Les and Diana, and we went down this big hill that they call like the Poop Alley or something. Poop Street, except it's something in Spanish, which if you went down it, you'd understand why they call it the Poop Street. And it was, I was really emotional because it was just so, it was exciting and joyful. Like Julie would just walk in, all the kids would come up to her and be like, Julie, and she'd just be joking around and giving them little like trinkets and telling them nice things and funny things, and they'd just be laughing. And I'm so excited to just be a part of the community in the way that they all are, because they live here. I'm just excited to live here with them. And we went to this lady Sadie's house, and it was really funny because we're walking up the little stairs to her house, and Julie whistles and she yells, Diana! And Julie was like, wait, I'm the one whistling, what is going on? And it was funny because she knew it was our team that was here, and that's why we were coming to visit. And I just sat there in her living room, and they just were babbling on in Spanish, and I'm kind of like, haha, it was great because even though I didn't understand what they were saying, she was still like talking to me and acknowledging that I was there. And she had this little girl, and she's 4 years old. I don't know her name. She wouldn't say her name. But just to spend time with them, you could tell that she was excited that we were there. And so that was really cool, just hanging out with them. And I think she actually came and visited us here at Ronnie and Sydney's house. Yes.
I saw her. I did.
Yeah. Nice lady.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about... Then we went to youth group, so talk about...
Oh, right. So we went to our first night at youth group, and we practiced some Spanish worship songs before we came, which was really exciting because we got to worship in the same language as them, and it was kind of cool because it just broke down any boundary of language or culture or anything, because we were all worshiping the same God, and we all knew what it meant and all the words meant. And it actually went pretty well. We were hopeful, but at the same time it was just kind of like, are they not going to sing with us? What's going to go on? And God used it, and it was great. And then they played some of their songs that they usually play, which we all know in English, so most of us just sang them in English. Mm-hmm. But it was a really good time of worship, even though we're from two different places, and it was good.
Yeah, and then a couple of us shared testimonies. I was able to share mine about something that God had done in my life, and then Joseph shared his, and then Tito, who was leading the youth group, asked like, okay, which one of you guys, like, surprise, who's going to share their testimony? And so two of the guys, Pipo and Nani's, shared theirs, and they had really good stories, and Pipo's was similar to Joseph's, which was really cool.
It was really cool because he was just relating.
Mm-hmm. And a couple other people in the room said, yeah, that resonates with me too, and so I think we kind of talked about how, we all have a story, and, it was a good way to relate to each other and kind of get to know each other a little bit better. So God definitely worked through that, and then through the prayer times afterwards. So, yeah.
And, the big idea that Tito basically got out of all the testimonies is that even though all our testimonies are, different, it's still the same, where we feel alone in our situation, yeah. And then in the end, God rescues us, and we have that similarity.
Yeah, that was cool because you could see a definite thread of that throughout all of the testimonies. Oh yeah, and then Joseph taught, I guess, and that was also really good. And what? Little sermon, yeah. And that also, I think, touched a lot of people, and it went with what? Yeah.
Just the boys?
No, to everybody. Yeah, and then we split boys and girls to pray, which was a really fun experience. Us girls got to share some cool stuff, and we heard cool stuff from the girls we had in our group. So yeah.
That's day one.
Day one.
And tomorrow morning, some of us are starting bright and early at 6 to go to the market to get some stuff for breakfast.
Have fun.
Woo!
I'm going next week.
So,
yeah.
Be praying for us.
Thank you for all your support.
Tomorrow's the first day of hardcore.
Yeah.
Getting in with the community and just doing God stuff.
Yeah.
But have a good. It's nighttime. Good night.
Yeah.
Buenas noches.
Nighttime. Bye.